Ambassador, how was your flight?
Oh, so. When you've done this as many times as I have, it all becomes strictly a routine, I can assure you.
Quite so, sir. A car will collect us this way.
Excellent. Telephone the driver, Miss Parker.
Are you hurt?
No. You all right?
Yeah, I'm fine.
You'd think that, wouldn't you?
Where are you? The ambassador and I are waiting.
I had a delay. I'll be there in 2 minutes.
Does your driver know the route?
He knows a route.
Happy divorce. You can legally and morally go with anyone you want. What do you fancy doing?
Sis, I don't feel like celebrating. Besides which, there's lots of work to be getting.
Oh, you're not going home tonight. You can stay at my place.
Let's go and get some pints, eh?
Elena.
Seriously, I've got a meeting tomorrow morning. I'm going home.
If you're going home, then I'm coming with you. Got the food. So, do you want me to open up the shop tomorrow?
If you wouldn't mind, should be out of my meeting by 11.
What say we take a long lunch?
Stop trying to cheer me up. I'm quite happy working.
Are you sure you're not just hiding in your work?
Does it matter?
It does to me.
I don't like to see you sad. Mum wouldn't have wanted to see you down either. It's 5 years of marriage you signed away today. That'd be a gap in anybody's life.
Tell you what, if business eases off in the summer, what do you say we get a cheap deal and go away? Okay?
Okay.
Do you have any idea?
Oh, we have every idea, Ambassador.
Oh, I don't know, sir. Oh. Yeah. From all accounts, he arrived on the arranged flights and... Yeah. Yes, and seems to have disappeared at the airport. So... Yes. Yes, sir, I will. I'll get back right away. I've got to get back. You know when to make the demands.
Enter my humble abode. Take a seat, my dear.
Where?
Rest your derriere upon my feathered mattress.
I think I'll just perch here if it's all the same with you. I've come about the book. You are still prepared to sell it?
Oh, good Lord, yes. I'm in need of some capital to maintain my lifestyle.
How much do you want for it? The book.
I haven't offered you any refreshment. Would you care for some hashish tea?
No, thank you. The book?
Oh, it's like this, my dear. A friend has suggested that I might enjoy the thrill of an auction. And I do enjoy...
I thought we'd agreed that I'd have first option on the Lermontov.
No matter, no matter. I've handed the volume to my chosen auction house.
It's gone? When's the auction?
Tomorrow morn for a quickie sale.
Как даму? Встретимся с английским флотом, капитан.
Ведваться это no.
А звез установлено?
Там и будем в радиосе. Связи через 2 часа.
Очень хорошо. Приготовься команду.
Есть. Внимание сегодня. Вечером мы начинаем операцию «Плавник». Эти маневры запланированы для улучшения кооперации во флоте НАТО. А это не значит, что мы не будем соперничать. Пусть все видят нашу лодку. Во всей красоте станет лучший корабль. Операция начинается сейчас.
Good morning, Miss Marks.
Good morning, Mr. Jameson.
I understand you tracked down the edition.
Yes, and we've had some good fortune. The current owner, as I understand it, is in financial difficulty.
So we can make him an offer and secure the book, right?
Well, not quite. In his haste to become solvent, the owner has submitted the book into auction.
Is that good news or bad? I really have to have that book for my library.
Well, it's good news, really. You see, he's submitted it into a general auction. It's not a specialist book auction. The chances of another Lermontov collector coming across it are slim. I think we should get a good price.
No, money is not an issue here.
That brings us to the other reason for this meeting. I do need you to sign a proxy form just to confirm that I'm bidding on your behalf. It's purely a formality, of course.
Oh, surely. But I wouldn't want it widely known that I have such a rare signed volume in my possession. Do I detect an apprehension about buying the book from your own resources?
No, I can assure you.
I'm sure you can, but may I suggest a more informal agreement? £1,000 cash. Whatever is left after the purchase you may keep as a bonus, on top of your fee.
You are a keen collector. But I think I should point out that it's unlikely that even a signed edition is going to go for much over £400.
Then you'll have a handsome bonus. Please, take the envelope.
What's Elena about?
I can't believe your nerve.
I need to speak to her.
And the phones aren't working down your way?
Yeah, but this is important.
Yeah, well, you should have put it in the divorce papers, shouldn't you?
Okay. I'm not welcome.
Yeah, damn right!
Breakfast.
What's your motive, son? I imagine if it were personal, I would be dead by now. Your friend mentioned demands, but not ransom. So, I'm guessing that money does nothing for you. And that makes me think that you've got some kind of political agenda going on. Any more from you and your brains will be decorating that wall.
Bastard.
So, he just didn't show?
No, sir. I waited. Then I checked with security to see if there'd been an incident, but nothing.
Any ideas?
No, sir.
Then you better read this.
A ransom demand?
Sent less than an hour ago.
Do we know by whom?
No.
And what's all this about a library book?
God alone knows. Hilton. Really? Send him in. Someone to see me. So, this is what I want you to do. Find Franklin no matter where he is. Failing that, find this book that they want. Intelligence are finding out if it's still in Moscow Library or wherever it is. Either way, I want this situation resolved quickly. Do we understand each other?
Yes, sir.
Ambassador, what can I do for you?
It's rather embarrassing, but one of our submarines has developed an engine fault whilst on NATO manoeuvres.
And?
To put it bluntly, we need to enter calm coastal waters to perform the repair.
Is the fault reactor-based?
No. Navigation, as I understand.
Oh, I'll see what I can do. But I need full details of the sub, its crew, and the fault.
Thank you.
What happened?
Steve happened.
He was in the shop this morning, said he wanted to see you about something. Oh.
Typical. He can't even steal the furniture without being trying to be polite about it. I'll tell you what, tomorrow afternoon I'm going straight back to the solicitor.
I bought some wine.
Oh, thank God. Well, you know where the glasses are. Les, of course, he's taken those as well.
I've got Mr. Hilton from the Foreign Office on the line, sir. He's something he needs to discuss with you tomorrow morning and ask if he can call on you for breakfast.
Did he say what it's about?
I'm afraid not, sir.
I'll see him at the club.
Jesus, my head hurts.
Paracetamol,
Oh,
yes.
thanks.
Hello, Mr. Carter. Have you met my sister, Jane?
I don't believe I've had the pleasure.
Uncle, is this worth a lot of money?
Oh, shush, my boy, be quiet.
Jane, this is Mr. Carter. He's the gentleman who's selling the Lermontov Edition.
I think Mum had a vase like this.
Oh, put it back where you found it.
Lovely to meet you, sir.
And you too, my dear. Well, I must settle myself. Good luck at the sale, ladies.
Hey!
Thank you, Mr. Carter.
Oh, he just touched me up. I just don't know why he just didn't sell the book to you outright. It's not like it's going to sell for megabucks.
He's selling it on as part of a collection. I'm just going to go and see the auctioneer. I'm going to put on a bid at £50 over the reserve. See you later.
Leo, you got through our doorman all right?
I did, thank you very much, John.
I've got a quiet place here where we can talk.
Excellent.
Help yourself to toast. Tea?
I'll have coffee, thanks, John.
So, what's this urgent matter?
There was an incident yesterday afternoon. James Franklin, our new ambassador, was due back from Moscow.
Debriefing?
Yes. Anyhow, I sent my undersecretary down to meet him, but Franklin never showed.
Can you trust him?
Her. Up until yesterday, I would have said yes. Now I can't be sure. And then there's this. It was sent by email yesterday.
A peculiar demand. Do we know who sent this?
The IP was encrypted, but we're working on it.
They want to expose Franklin as a spy. Is he?
Not as far as I can ascertain.
Can't you just say Franklin's a spy and then retract it once he's freed?
Read on. They claim that there's evidence to prove it, and they want that handed over as well.
Now
Read on. They claim that there's evidence to prove it, and they want that handed over as well.
Now to lot 538, a 1838, second edition, Mikhail Yurovich Lermontov's collected poetical works. It's signed by the author, and I have a bid of £300 with me, so do I see £350?
You'll never believe what I've just seen.
Shh, it's the book.
Come on now, it must be worth £350. £320 then?
I'm sorry, but
In that case, going once for £300, twice. Sold.
Got it. Now, what's the problem?
I was looking around for some furniture for you, and guess what I saw?
What?
Now to lot 547. A job lot of contemporary furniture valued at £400.
It's your stuff. It's the furniture Steve took. You could buy it back and still have 300 quid left over from the grand.
I'm not giving him another penny. I'll tell you what, let's take the whole 700 and go and buy new this afternoon. Deal?
Deal.
They've demanded that we hand over some book.
Book? Which one?
Poetry by some fellow called Lermontov.
Never heard of him.
A Tsarist pen pusher, from what I've been told, died in a duel.
I take it it's no longer in print.
It's not any old copy they want. They've specified the precise volume.
Really? What's so special about this one?
If we had the offending tone, we might know.
Well, who's got it then?
God knows. All they'll tell us is that it used to reside in the Ukrainian section of the Moscow Central Library. 20 years ago, it was borrowed but never returned. The kidnappers assume we have it for some reason.
So what can I do?
You're a collector of books. Where should we be looking?
When's the deadline?
Midnight tomorrow.
Oh, you'll never locate it in that time span. It could be anywhere in continental Europe, in the States. Could even have been lost. I'm always amazed at how far they travel. I'd say your only hope would be to produce a copy and hope they'd fall for it.
I've already got somebody working on that. But I still need to know what this book has to do with James Franklin.
Oh, I love that chair. I look really good in that corner. Elena. Elena.
Sorry, I was miles away.
Thinking about whom?
Stitching. When do you suppose machine stitching was introduced into Russia?
Oh, probably 1860s?
Lermontov died in 1841.
It's a fake.
It's machine stitched. It's never been rebound. Yet it was signed by a man who died 20 years before the technology was available, but dated 1838. It doesn't make sense.
You've been sold a pup.
If you were going to go to all that trouble to fake a book, why would you use mechanical stitching?
Drop it off. Invoice your client and keep your mouth shut. There's furniture to be bought.
I've been waiting.
I've waited for years. Another half hour here or there is irrelevant.
I run this operation, and an arranged time is non-negotiable, Miss Parker.
Is Hilton going to cooperate?
No. And he suspects you.
Let him suspect all he wants. Once I've alerted the press to the kidnapping, he's going to need my help, whether he trusts me or not. Has he worked out the book yet?
The Lermontov was never part of the demand. It's distrust in Franklin we need to create, not the book.
You need distrust in Franklin. I need the book.
Look. Is it the Chechens? We do try to keep the peace, you know. Oh yes, if there's one thing we British are good at, it's pointing out the mistakes of others. You are British, I assume. Oh, no matter. The situation over there is due at least in part to the Chechens themselves. I mean, we can apply...
This has nothing to do with the Chechens, or anybody else for that matter. It's to do with you and your actions.
What actions?
You accept responsibility for your role during the 70s, then? Now we need to make the public aware and cause some embarrassment to your government.
And what role would that be?
Your actions in Moscow are directly responsible for the deaths of many good people.
What people?
Those in Moscow who you betrayed.
I wasn't in Moscow in the 70s.
Typical. You people never take responsibility for your actions. That's why this time we'll prove you wrong.
So that's why I'm being held, is it? To prove some misguided guilt?
There's nothing misguided about your guilt. You betrayed trust and people were killed because you passed on secrets.
If you believe that, then you're absolutely right. The guilt isn't misguided. It's blatantly wrong.
But the book will prove otherwise.
Book? What book?
We'll soon have a certain book from the Moscow Library, which will prove your guilt beyond any doubt.
And just how will it prove this lie? I cannot accept responsibility for a lie. And you cannot accept the truth. Tell me, how do you propose that we resolve the situation?
Oh, we'll resolve this situation by your exposure as a spy.
Oh, Mr. Carter. Glad you could come.
It's not often I get an invite to meet two such beautiful ladies.
How kind. Would you like a cup of tea?
Ah, made from the finest freshly picked Indian tea tips, I hope.
Oh, certainly.
Ah, marvellous, marvellous. I see you have a fine collection of erotic writings. My eyesight is not what it used to be. I wonder if your sister would be so kind as to read me a paragraph or two.
Mr. Carter, I must ask you...
Please, call me Cedric.
Cedric. The Lermontov Edition. Where did you get it from?
I've no idea, my sweetie. It's been gathering dust for years. A bit like myself, really.
I doubt that.
We need to know how it came into Britain.
My third wife, I doubt, yes. She had an aunt who died in Russia, had all her possessions shipped over to us. We hoped we might inherit a nice Fabergé egg, but it was all ragged books and tatty clothes, so nothing would suit me, you understand.
The signature in the book, it's a fake.
A fake? Are you sure? Oh, past the spelling thought I...
According to this, Mechanical bindings were not introduced to Russia until 1853. 12 years after your book was signed.
My book?
Our book.
But it's still old, isn't it?
Yes, and still a collector's edition, but without the signature, it loses its uniqueness.
You don't want your money back, do you?
No, we bought it at auction. We can't do that. Caveat emptor and all that.
Delight. Well, I must be going.
It's Mr. Jameson about the Lermontov Edition.
Stop. There. That's all the evidence I need. Print it.
Мне видно, что я не знаю почему. Исключение из операций плавник у меня есть право знать это.
Нам дали более серьезное задание. Это сил, что я знаю?
Ты должен знать и сказать мне и команде больше, чем это.
Возможно. Когда придет время.
Going for a walk? That's the key to go. Now.
So what are you going to do?
Trying to think.
Give him the dodgy signature. He'll never know.
It's wrong. It's the sort of practice I said I'd never do.
You're a victim of circumstance. You can claim you didn't know.
But I do know. I'm going to go round to Mr. Jameson's, tell him the truth.
But you've spent the money. The new furniture arrives at lunchtime. What are you going to do?
I don't know. Give me the book. Put it in the back. Think about it.
Oh, hello.
Mr. Carter?
Most definitely.
I've been tipped off that you inherited a collection of Lermontov poetry.
Are you a bibliophile?
Of sorts, yes.
Oh, do come in and enter my humble parlour.
May I see the book?
If only, my dear. Had I known it would attract such a beauty as yourself, I would have cherished it forever.
Where is it then?
Sold, my dear.
Sold?
I have needs. Financial and otherwise, my dear.
When did you sell it?
Mere days ago, at an auction. It's frightfully exciting, you know.
Mr. Hilton to see you, sir.
Good to see you again, Leo.
Nice to see you, John.
Thank you. Please take a seat.
Thank you.
What can I do for you?
My department has been compromised. I need your help.
Compromised? How?
Franklin was met by Parker, my undersecretary, at the airport.
Can you be sure?
I need her brought in by an outside agency. That's you.
When does she next check in?
4 p.m.
So, we'll pick her up then.
Agreed. I also want you to trace a phone call to her mobile cell.
Give me the number. I'll get somebody on it immediately. I've got a meeting in an hour. Apart from that, I'm free all day. Whilst I'm out, I'll put the department at your disposal.
Thank you.
What the hell is this? He's a hostage, not a bloody duck shoot. What's the problem? Couldn't cope with a moving target.
He tried to escape.
And whose fault is that?
Ours. We're in this together, remember?
I'm in this with what I thought was a professional. Now I'm not so sure. Get some bandages before he bleeds to death.
We'll bleed to death.
Get some bandages now.
We'll have to go down and get...
Go then! Can you hear me, Ambassador?
Yes.
I apologize for this. No harm was intended. Not at this stage, at least. Hurry back! I have to be places.
Oh, that's jolly decent of you.
You're mistaken, actually, Ambassador. Decency has nothing to do with it. I want retribution.
For whom?
For all those people you and your colleagues betrayed, executed.
No.
Where do you want it putting, love?
In the lounge. It's just that door round there.
Oi, lackey. In the front room.
Are you going to be putting it together today as well?
I'm sorry, we don't do that, love. Not in our contract, is it, son?
What?
Never mind.
Are you going to be long?
Are you going somewhere?
Yeah, work.
Oi, what are you doing with that gear, son?
Yes. Mm-hmm. Can I get back to you? Put me through to intelligence. Yes, I want all details of empty properties, industrial and residential, within the reception area of mobile cell Alpha Foxtrot 2356/67.
Can I help you?
I was looking for Miss Marks.
That would be me. But I suspect you mean my sister.
Quite probably. She was acquiring a book of poetry for me. As I was passing, I thought I'd save her a journey.
Yeah, the Lermontov book.
That's the one.
And if you could just sign this invoice.
That's the one.
And if you could just sign this invoice. I'll go and get it from the back.
beautiful. Oh, incredible.
So long as you're happy with it.
Oh, God, yes.
So do these people I am supposed to have betrayed, do they have names?
Does it matter?
Well, as I appear to have had my leg shot to shreds for harming them, I would like to know who they are, if only to deny or accept responsibility.
Deny.
Names?
No names. Just duties. People working for this country abroad.
Oh, you mean spies. I don't have dealings with spies.
You are a spy. Only not for us.
Us? There is no them or us anymore.
I'm not talking about anymore. I'm talking about 20, 30 years ago.
Negative on Mall Street. Over.
Proceed to next location, over.
What's so urgent?
Franklin's been shot.
Dead?
No, wounded in the legs, trying to make a break for it.
Making a break for it? I thought you were dealing with professionals.
Regardless, he needs hospital attention. We've moved the deadline forward to 6 p.m.
6 p.m.? Are you mad? That gives us 4 hours.
The revised deadline has already been emailed to Hilton.
They won't take it seriously. You're making us look like amateurs.
But my demand has already been met.
What demand?
The Lermontov book. You have it. I saw you at the book dealer's.
Do you really believe that with the resources available to me, I'd use a civilian to find that book?
If you used the department, it would draw unnecessary attention to the book. So if I were in your position, I think I'd get some twee little bookseller to do my dirty work.
A good theory, but...
I talked to the woman at the bookshop.
She still has it. Of all the things that book represents, the secrets it's held, the secrets it still holds, it turns out to be a fake to boot.
Bullshit! If you've seen it, you have it. There's no way you'd let that slip through your fingers.
Believe me, if I'd had that book in my hands for 1 minute, I'd have destroyed it. Could take out the good people as well as the bad.
There are no good people in this game.
Not even your own father.
My motives are irrelevant.
That's what this is really about for you, isn't it? Avenging his betrayal. Well, he won't make it out of the country. I've seen to that.
This is all about fair play to you. You want to seed rumours and half-clues to people's pasts and hope the ripples will cause everything to collapse on top of them, get them exposed for their crimes. But what you don't want to do is produce the book. They'd be exposed for all to see with nowhere to hide. And that's what sits uneasily with you. No sporting chance. So you're right. This is about my father and the hundreds like him who died as a result of turncoats like Franklin. What sporting chance did he ever give those he betrayed?
Where is the evidence to support all this?
The book. The collective poems of Mikhail Iodovich Lermontov.
Ah, the book.
They call it a Cold War artifact, used for collecting secrets.
The passing of what secrets?
That doesn't matter anymore. But it was always via the Lermontov book. Coded scraps of paper slipped in amongst the sleeves, waiting for the next spy to come along. Requests and secrets passing to and fro without either party even so much as meeting. As well you know.
No, I know nothing of the book, nor the secrets.
Soon, very soon, we'll have the book, and that will tell a different story, and you will be exposed.
Hello again. Can I help you?
I've been chatting to our mutual friend, Mr. Jameson.
Ah, yes. The Lermontov collector.
Yes. Well, it's like this, Miss...
Marks, but call me Jane.
Yes. Well, it's like this, Miss Marks. I want that book. He says you have it.
I'm afraid I can't help you with that. My sister's been dealing with that sale personally.
She has the book with her?
No. I don't know.
She found it once. She can find it again. I need you to come with me.
I can't close the shop.
I've decided that you can.
Да. Сообщение. Оно за трамвая.
Подожди. Нас послали сюда с заданием экстракция. Наш приказ будет.
Я назначу чел на команде.
Пошли на палубу сейчас же.
Is that Miss Elena Marks?
Yes, it is. Can I help you?
Oh, I do hope so. You see, I need a little trade to take place. I believe you have in your possession a collection of Lermontov poetry?
I do, but I'm afraid it's already been paid for.
Well, I have your sister with me. I think she may be able to change your mind for you.
Really? Oh, well, put her on. Let me talk to her.
I said I have her with me. I didn't say she's available to chat. I want you to get to the keys immediately. Bring the book.
Team in position.
I guess this is goodbye, Ambassador.
Going so soon?
We have the book. We no longer need your assistance.
Something not quite right about this deal from the start. I want to know what's so important about this book.
I truly wish I could tell you, Miss Marks, but I can't.
My sister is being held hostage because I bought that book for you. So for the last time, what is it with this book?
Hostage? Do you know where or by whom?
Yes.
Get in the car, please.
What is it with this book?
You don't need to know.
It's my sister's life that's at stake here.
And others. Let the civilian go, Parker.
The Lermontov Edition, please, Mr. Jameson.
Where's my sister?
Oh, she's quite safe. In the boot of my car.
Help! Help!
Give the book to me, Mr. Jameson.
You know I can't do that.
And why not?
Just give it the damn book!
I really must have that book, Mr. Jameson. Now.
Why would you just give it to her? It's only a book.
Oh, not just a book, Miss Marks. Evidence.
Of what?
She believes it was used as a conduit to pass information to and fro during the Cold War.
So what?
It contains fingerprints, dried sweat, hair, dandruff, all kinds of evidence that contain the DNA of everyone who's touched it.
That could be thousands of people.
Exactly.
If any of these are traces of suspected spies, we can be certain of their guilt.
She believes that her father was killed as a result of information passed through the book. It's not in the British interest for the identities to be known.
Wait! You're not going to leave me here like this? Are you?
She wants to hand it to the Russians, whom she mistakenly thinks will act upon their new information.
And expose the likes of Mr. Jameson here.
What? I don't care. Just give me back my sister. This has got nothing to do with me.
He commissioned you to find the book for him. If he'd used the conventional means at his disposal, he'd have alerted to the relevance of the book, and they'd have found his DNA on it.
Just give her the damn book!
I can't do that.
You idiot!
I want to know why that submarine has entered inland tidal waters, Ambassador Krushkin. No, right now, Ambassador. Hold the line. Yes, get me some of the Admiralty, now. You've got 3 minutes to turn that sub around. Understand? Parker? What can I do for you?
We've reached the revised deadline, Mr. Hilton. I just thought you might like to know. My colleague will shortly be assassinating the good ambassador. I don't care whether he's a spy or not.
Put me through to radio ops, now.
Darling, are you okay? All right.
Приготовьтесь к погружению.
Everything okay?
Fine.
Right, well, if you need anything, I'll be outside.
Thanks.
Why do we need her here? I just need some time alone to think.
I know. Well, once we've made our statements tomorrow, they'll be gone, and then we can get back to some sort of normality.
Do you think?
Yes. You know, we ought to go away on holiday. Draw a line under all of this.
Really?
Yeah. Let's do it.
Who's paying?